Alright everyone, welcome. Join me today for some clay. A little ASMR for you. Here we have my tools. I bought these nice little ones that fit into this holder. But I mostly use these cheapy ones that I got at like the Dollar Tree or something. Now, here's a project that I didn't really finish. But here I'm just kneading my clay because it takes a minute to warm up, and I guess I'm also just looking for a color to mix that purple with. I wanted to get a lavender. So I have this white sparkly clay, and now we're just gonna mix those two together. So here we are, color mixing. I'm trying to get the lavender, and so it takes a minute to warm up and get it totally mixed in. And now at this point I am still doing that kneading, but here is my face. We're starting with the face, and then now we're gonna grab black, because on top of the face, this is a tedious process to make the hair for my face. So it takes a while to knead that dough, or clay, number one. And then number two, I kind of just set it up so that I'm not doing so much later for this process. It's my least favorite part of making these little faces, but it's also worth it. So here's me just scoring that clay, and gonna rip those little pieces apart, so that I mostly do this so that I can have like an equal amount of clay for each strand of hair. So here I am just making those strands of hair. I'm not doing the hair yet. I'm not gonna put it onto the face quite yet, but for later. So now I'm doing eyes. I guess I haven't said yet, but I am doing a face. This is gonna be a polymer clay magnet. So the face needs eyes. These are the whites of the eyes, and here I am making the pupils. Just rolling them into a little ball in my hands. Just making sure they fit. Now I'm gonna use that little round tool to make some sockets so that the whites of the eyes fit in there nicely. Switch those out because one fit better and the other. Tap, 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 really secure those in there. And then we're gonna make some sockets for the pupils. Fit that in nicely. Boom, pow, tap, 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 tap. We have eyes. All right. Now I need eyeshadow. I need some eyelids for some eyeshadow. So we're making eyelids, but they have the eyeshadow on them already, I guess. So I made a pale blue to give this little face some eyelids. Oh, it's so small. Look at that. All right, second one. Gonna just cut that out along the scoring. Another itty bitty eyelid. There I am, just kind of trying to make sure that it's smooth. And yeah, just fitting that right on there. Now she has eyelids. Blue eyelids, baby. Alright. Now my favorite part of making these little clay faces is the lips. I think I like this part so much because when I do my own makeup, I do feel like putting the lips on really just ties everything all together and really gives me the face that I am going for. And I always use red lips for the most part. It's just too iconic. It's too much a part of like this character that I go for to not use the red lips. Alright, now we're gonna give her some eyebrows. Teeny tiny, little thin, super high arched eyebrows. Tap tap, tapping that on there, rolling it so that it's nice and even, and just laying that little eyebrow down. Then I use my little pick tools to just make sure those are all in the right spots. So now she needs accessories. I am now making glasses. Since I've been doing these little characters, I guess I've kind of felt like these glasses are a bit of a staple with the characters that I'm doing. I don't know, something about them is just the right era. They're from the right era. They have the right amount of attitude. And now I'm just building that nose bridge for the glasses. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the way that these look on my little characters. They make me happy. And I'm getting it on there. So first we're building, I guess, the frames of the glasses. And then after this, after I just make sure that everything is nice and seamlessly blended together, the glasses need some lenses? Yes. Alright, really making sure that's nice and well blended. Alright. So now we're building those lenses. I guess some context for this process and why I started doing polymer clay again. I felt challenged by it. I've tried polymer clay before and it was not my favorite process just because I didn't really understand building three-dimensionally so well yet. So I gave it up. I gave my polymer clays away to my brother. Oh, for context, here's me building that hair, and this is a pretty drawn out process. But I gave all my polymer clays away to my brother, and I kept a couple, but he really got into it, and it was really inspiring to see him and his style build over the past couple of years. Since I haven't been painting because my space doesn't really allow for that yet, I need to make a little bit more space to do more painting, more bigger drawings. I've been drawn to these clay characters because they are pretty small, yet they are very rewarding. This hair, now that I figured this hair out, hair's so hard. It's been really rewarding just to see all that work come to, I don't know, just to see all that work in such a tiny little piece. It is very tedious. It requires me to build my fine motor skills because sometimes I do feel like, am I losing those? So it really requires me to focus and make sure that I'm handling it carefully. And there it is. There she is. I'm just showing you all the details of that hair. Look at her. Wow. Don't mess with her. Alright, we're gonna bake that in our most disgusting sheet, in our most disgusting oven. Slip that in, there you go. Awesome. I usually bake them for like 20 minutes. There she is. Solid. Solid as a rock. Alright. Now we're just gonna use some Mod Podge to give her a bit of sheen. I don't know if this is the proper way to seal polymer clay, but I've been doing it. It works for me. I know there's other methods. She's gonna be a magnet. I actually have been turning most of these clay figures into magnets, but I've recently been doing hair clips as well. Alright, letting that sit. Ah, there she is. Yes. With her friends. Focus, yeah. There's my fridge. Be cool, baby. I just added those at the end.